And they're racing now. They've gone away in of good line. Highland Bill's Poet leading Bounty away quickly. Nothing anxious to lead. The first jump coming up after 100 metres after the start, and it's leading Bounty in front here from Sir Poet. Angler Parade. Desiree now moving up to be third on the outside. Highland Bill going up on the inside of it was Mocha Master. Then came Richard Cranium back with Maybe Rough and River Tough together at the rear. Leaving the straight on the first round. They've got 2,200 metres to go on the first lap, and Sir Poet takes over now. Leads by a length and a half to leading Bounty, and Desiree inclined to pull a fraction, now going up to second. 2 lengths to Highland Bill, dropping back to fourth. Behind it Angler Parade, about 3 to Mocha Master, Richard Cranium. Second last Maybe Rough, and last on the inside is River Tough. Along the Maribyrnong side, and the leader as they come to this next jump is Sir Poet. Well, we put in a shorty at it, didn't measure it at all well. He leads by 3 lengths though. 2 Desiree, 2 lengths to leading Bounty, 1.5 to Highland Bill, 4 to Angler Parade. And now they start to string out from Mocha Master, then Richard Cranium, Maybe Rough and River Tough together as they race by the 1,700 metre mark, round number 1. And Sir Poet is not jumping all that well. He leads by 4 or 5 lengths now to Desiree. 2.5 or 3 away leading Bounty, about 6 to Highland Bill, another 6 away Angler Parade. 3 away then comes Mocha Master, followed by Richard Cranium, Maybe Rough and River Tough last of all, 2 lengths further back. They've gone over the jump near the 1,400 metre mark, and Sir Poet out by 6 lengths to Desiree. 4 away third is leading Bounty. Another 6 lengths further back to Highland Bill. 8 lengths to Angler Parade. Richard Cranium moving up 3 lengths behind it from Mocha Master, Maybe Rough, and River Tough has dropped out another 6 or 7 lengths away at the rear. Off the back, running towards the 1,000 metre mark, and Sir Poet out with a good lead here of 6 or 8 lengths over Desiree. 4 away leading Bounty. Another 6 to Highland Bill. They've increased their advantage over the rest. I'd say 10 lengths further back Angler Parade from Richard Cranium, then Mocha Master, Maybe Rough and River Tough 6 further back at the tail. Up on the turn towards the 600 metre mark on round 1, and the leader Sir Poet 800 metres out, that is. He's out by 8 or 9 lengths to Desiree, 6 or 7 away leading Bounty. 3 to Highland Bill travelling nicely, another 10 or 12 to Angler Parade. With it Richard Cranium, then comes Maybe Rough, Mocha Master and River Tough last of all. Around the corner they come. They've got 3 to jump in the straight, and here it's Sir Poet ensuring it's a pretty fairly run race in the Grand National, leading by 6 lengths to Desiree. 6 away Highland Bill, moving up on the outside of leading Bounty. Another 10 or 12 to Richard Cranium on the outside of Angler Parade, Maybe Rough, Mocha Master and River Tough. Oh, Sir Poet, he made a shocking mess of that. The rider went high in the air but landed back down on the horse. He's not jumping at all well, Sir Poet, and as they come to the second in the straight, he saws the horse into it. He jumped that a lot better, but over on the inside Desiree's gone up to join him with a round to go. 2.5 to leading Bounty, a length away to Highland Bill. 10 lengths further back then comes Maybe Rough, moving around Richard Cranium, Angler Parade, Mocha Master, and last of all is River Tough. A round to go, 2,400 metres out in the Grand National, and Desiree takes over now, the mare. Leading by 2 lengths to Sir Poet. 3 away leading Bounty on the inside of Highland Bill. 10 lengths to Maybe Rough. Then comes Richard Cranium, followed by Mocha Master. Angler Parade on the inside, and 3 last of all is River Tough. The Maribyrnong side once again, and the next jump coming up shortly, and Desiree by 2.5 to Highland Bill, who moves up on the outside of Sir Poet, a length and a half to leading Bounty. The others are starting to close. 4 or 5 away. Then comes Maybe Rough, Angler Parade. On the outside, Richard Cranium for Mocha Master and River Tough. 1,800 metres out, and it's Desiree 3 in front of Sir Poet and Highland Bill, a length away to leading Bounty. 3 further back, Maybe Rough, Angler Parade, then Richard Cranium. River Tough going up on the inside of Mocha Master. Leading Bounty's lost his rider. He was going okay, but he's dipped there at the jump near the 1,700. He's out of business, and Desiree in front here by 2 to Sir Poet, a length away to Highland Bill. He's running a race. He might be the one to beat. 2.5 or 3 Maybe Rough, then Angler Parade, Richard Cranium, Mocha Master and River Tough, but only 8 lengths first to last now. 1,300 metres out off the back, and the leader Desiree. 2 lengths in front of Sir Poet, 3 parts to Highland Bill as they go over the next. Then Maybe Rough over on the inside, being worried by the riderless horse, which is leading Bounty. 4 to Angler Parade. Richard Cranium lost ground there with Mocha Master and River Tough over the next, and Desiree kicked away, cleared out, and running towards the 1,000 metre mark. It's Desiree opening up 4 or 5 in front. Second placing Sir Poet, Maybe Rough. Highland Bill's called it a day, going past him Angler Parade, and 2 away Richard Cranium, followed by Mockamaster and River Tough. 700 metres out, Desiree, the leader by 4 or 5. Second placing Maybe Rough. Sir Poet going up and down in the one spot. Angler Parade making ground, and about 6 away to Richard Cranium from Mockamaster. Highland Bill, River Tough around the turn, and the leader at the 600 metre mark is Desiree. 4 or 5 in front of Maybe Rough. Angler Parade now going to second. Sir Poet, and then comes Richard Cranium. They've got 2 more to get over, and Desiree at the 400 metre mark clear of Angler Parade. Richard Cranium getting to third. Here's the second last. Desiree over it safely. Angler Parade 4 away. Richard Cranium struggling, and further back then comes Maybe Rough. Here's the last. Desiree comes to it. Jumped it, only fairly. Angler Parade and Richard Cranium. Desiree in front. Angler Parade is trying hard, but he's 3 lengths away. And then Richard Cranium, Desiree at the 100 metre mark. Just in front, Angler Parade closing, Desiree in front. Angler Parade going to Desiree, Angler Parade. Oh, gee whiz, Angler Parade, Desiree, nearly a dead heat. You wouldn't believe it, after 4,800 metres, it's happened again. Third in Richard Cranium, then Mockamaster, Maybe Rough, Sir Poet, River Tough, and that's it. Highland Bill has been pulled out of the race.
It's a tidy for Angler Parade to pay 421.80. Number 6, Desiree at 791.90 for third. Number 3, Richard Cranium, 130.
The second year in a row this has happened. Desiree made a shocking mistake, and number 4's got it. Angler Parade. Angler Parade.
Number 4, Angler Parade, 421.60. Number 6, Desiree to return 190, and 3, Richard Cranium, 140.
Well, Desiree can only blame himself or herself, and I think Craig Durden will be cursing himself, because I really think he made a mistake at the last. Just misjudging it. I think both horse and rider did, and it's cost him ground.
Right,
and he's
from Melbourne, surely correct.
Okay, correct weight.
They're racing this time. Dawn Treader began nicely off the inside alley. Drifting back, Jack's Innocent. Portland Patch was fast away. Junism is showing speed. They're linking up with the course proper the first time. Followed by Royal Rider on the outside of Avada Girl. From out wide, Ogadai going forward. Tosh is showing speed as well. The Downsman and Cervantes just behind them. Seaweed next, then Danzonte. Barak Red has drifted back in the field with Give Us a Go. And Miss Silver Lady is last of all. The big field goes past the winning post the first time and heads to the turn out of the straight. And the leader here, it's Ogadai crossing over onto the rails to be the leader. Leads by a length. Tosh is running second and Junism is third. Royal Rado trapped off the track, 3 horses wide, so letting go around the outside, moving up to join the leader now. Dawn Treader is next on the inside and a half to Portland Patch, beautifully placed. He's just 1 off the rails in 6th berth at the moment. Followed by Avada Gold, the Downsman and Cervantes, then Danzonte. Seaweed is next on the inside of another Tails, then Jack's Innocent, Barak Red. Give Us a Go is back to second last, and Miss Silver Lady whipped them in. They're sweeping towards the back now. 1,100 metres to go. Royal Rado, he was out deep on the track, so he let him slip around them, and he's gone to the front now. And it's Royal Rado crossing onto the rails at the 1,000, 2 in front of Ogadai. Tosh is 1.5 away third, then Junism, Portland Patch and Cervantes. Dawn Treader is next on the inside of the Downsman. 1 to Danzonte, Avada Golden Seaweed. Then another Tails, Jack's Innocent. Well back in the field is Barak Red as they leave the 800 metre point behind them. And near last is Miss Silver Lady. They've got 750 metres left to go. Royal Rado shows the way. Royal Rado 2 in front of Ogadai, followed by Tosh, Junism, Portland Patch. He's starting to stoke up on him now. He's moved to third on the outside, followed by Cervantes, who's under pressure. Then the Downsman, Avada Gold, Danzonte, Jack's Innocent, and further back came Seaweed and Give Us a Go. On the home turn, 400 metres left to go, and Jimmy Byrne is making his move on the favourite. Portland Patch loomed up to them dangerously. It's Portland Patch going to the lead as they head for home. Portland Patch got away a length in front. Up to second, Dawn Treader on the outside. Seaweed is running on. Portland Patch is the leader, a length in front. Here comes little Seaweed. She's flying on the outside. Seaweed after Portland Patch. Seaweed grabbed Portland Patch. Yes, she's going to win it. Seaweed got up to beat Portland Patch. 5 lengths away third, Dawn Treader. Followed in by Junism. Next in, Give Us a Go. And then Barak Red, the Downsman, Danzonte and Ogadai, Avada Gold, Tosh, Miss Silver Lady, Royal Rado, Cervantes, Jack's Innocent, and another Tails, the last one over the 9.
Winner there, number 15, Seaweed, to pay $14 and $3.50. Number 10, Portland Patch, to pay $1.50. And third going to number 8, Dawn Treader. Its place dividend is $2.40.
15, Seaweed, 14.60, $3.40. Number 10, Portland Patch, to return $1.70. And number 8 for third, Dawn Treader, to pay $2.10. Minute or so away, the first on the program in Perth. The main ones there on the Super Tab. 2 Miss Snip, 10 and $2.50. 3 Shantae Contiki, 7.
Offend Racing, Dory's Pride missed the start, and Play It For Me began well with Funny Kid. It's a real charge up front. Perfect Rapture is on the outside, and Perfect Rapture gets a half length in front over Funny Kid. Third was Play It For Me on the inside, and two further back, Triumphal camped off the speed. On its inside was Starsky, and a length further back to Aussie Prince, followed by Dory's Pride. Last of all was Extra Bubbly. 700 metres out, Play It For Me on the inside, Perfect Rapture on the outside, and Funny Kid, the favourite, splits them. Two further back was Triumphal, followed by Starsky on the inside. The length to Aussie Prince, followed by Extra Bubbly, and three last of all was Dory's Pride. Towards the home turn, a few of these jockeys going for the centre of the track, and Perfect Rapture moves out after Funny Kid. Play It For Me, followed by Starsky, stayed nailed to the inside to the 300 metre mark. Funny Kid fights back. Triumphal's looking for the run, and Aussie Prince from near last is making a line of 5. Triumphal and Aussie Prince clear away. Aussie Prince gets a half length in front from Triumphal, who kicks back. It's Aussie Prince in front. Triumphal not giving an inch. Aussie Prince, Triumphal hit the line, locked together. It's very close. Aussie Prince or Triumphal. Starsky for third, followed by Perfect Rapture. Play It For Me, Extra Bubbly. Funny Kid didn't run on, and back at the rear of the field was Dory's Pride.
Close go, number 2, Aussie Prince, 381.40, or number 6, Triumphal, to pay 7.32 even, with 5, Starsky, 2.20.
140, but Triumphal, Corey Brown, didn't give up at any stage in the straight. Number 6, Triumphal, to pay 7.80 and 1.90. And Starsky, number 5, Tracy Bartley, stayed glued to the inside at $1.80. Now, Aussie Prince is on the outside. Triumphal is kicking back. Aussie Prince just in front. Triumphal getting the last bob of the head down on the line. And as they get near the post, it might be Aussie Prince. Here comes the numbers. Aussie Prince, number 2, Cameron Swan is first. Nice ride, Cameron Swan, too, and it does prove that when you're wide out, you can come from the rear of the field. They are getting bogged down closer to the inside. And Aussie Prince, who came from near last with a well-timed run, has just won from Triumphal, number 6, and 5, Starsky, third. Aussie Prince, a 4-year-old bay or brown gelding. Molokai Prince Prove is owned by the Taylor Racing Syndicate, trained by Anthony Cummings, ridden by Cameron Swan. 6, Triumphal, Corey Brown, second. 4-year-old bay mare, Snippets Play Well, John Hawkes. 5, third, Starsky, Tracy Bartley. 7-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Star Closure, Ladane. Kevin Crow at Orange. 4th to 3, Perfect Rapture. 5th to number 3, Play It For Me. So 2, 6 and 5, more shortly raised.
Okay, 2:10.9. Adelaide 9 got third, and it is now correct weight.
Racing. National Asset stood there and missed it by a couple. Royal Snack out the back also. First to go, Dry Show with the Melazin centre court. And also Jam City behind those Sterling Emblem. Frenzy Dancer crossing with Risky. Prince Caliph handy early on the inside of it. Sky Gazer, then Indiraj, Sky Tell. Unsolved back by that comes Creating Havoc, followed by National Asset. Second last as they work down the back, Mr. Stanima. And last of all is Royal Snack. 1,600 metres out, and Jam City takes over from centre court, and they steady up front. Over on the outside, Melazin and Risky working forward from Frenzied Dancer. Prince Caliph off the track. On the inside is Dry Show. A length away Indiraj, and with it comes Sky Gazer. 3 deep around the outside of those Sterling Emblem. 2 lengths to Unsolved, Creating Havoc as they work off the back. About 3 away then to National Asset with Royal Snack. And last of all is Mr. Stanima. 1,200 metres out. Risky in front here by 3 parts. On the outside, Prince Caliph couldn't get in, so goes forward. Third, Jam City on the outside centre court. A length and a half further away was Dry Show. Joining it then Frenzied Dancer, Lamellas in the centre. Another length to Indiraj, Sky Gazer on the outside, Sterling Emblem. 2 lengths further back, Creating Havoc a long way back with Unsolved making a run, then Sky Tell. Back at the tail of the field. Over on the inside then comes a Royal Snack. With it was National Asset and Mr. Stanima up on the turn. 700 metres out, and over on the outside, Prince Caliph has gone up to head off Risky. Jam City under pressure, centre court moving by it, and then Frenzied Dancer, Lamellas, and further back getting into the clear, Sky Gazer. On the inside is Dry Show, and further out on the track, Sky Tell as they swing. 450 out, Prince Caliph in front of centre court. Over on the outside, Frenzied Dancer. Sky Gazer working home, Risky on the inside. Unsolved getting through from Indiraj, and further back Sky Tell and Creating Havoc at the 300 metre mark. And here Sky Gazer has gone up very quickly to take the lead from Prince Caliph. Unsolved is running on, and further back then Indiraj, but Sky Gazer in front with 150 metres left to go. Broke away from Unsolved, Indiraj, Creating Havoc, and over on the inside Prince Caliph and Sky Gazer Gazer too good. Sky Gazer gets in, wins by a length to Indiraj, Creating Havoc in a photo with Unsolved for third. Then Royal Snack, the old stager, worked home okay from Skytel. Then Centre Court, further back in the field, Sterling Emblem, Prince Caleb, Jam City, Lamella's a National Asset, Frenzied Dancer, back with Mr. Stanima Dry Show and last in Risky.
Winner there, number 5, Sky Gazer, to pay 660, 220. Number 1, Indiraj at 260. For third, 2, Creating Havoc, 260. There also was 8, Unsolved at 260.
On the Super Tab with correct weight Gold Coast, 5, Sky Gazer to return 670 and 220. Number 1, Indiraj, 290. Those for third, 2, Creating Havoc, 290. Or number 8, Unsolved, to pay 240. 1, 4 and 5 for the treble in Melbourne, $233. Adelaide Totes. Race
very high that they'll be topping that today. And as we prepare for one of the features, the eyeliner, all vantage spots are taken. The grandstand is packed to capacity, and as we look out in front of the terraced area, there's a standing room only there. Now we're just about set to go. Roanoke Boy and Corregidor moving forward. Satat and Clickety going in. Specialized about to join them. Racing this time, Latin Poet began fairly. Sir Tat out wide began brilliantly. Kingston Stage and Specializes written for speed. He's going hard on the outside. Rancho's Coup Handy with Harvey Ladd and It's My Sin. Then Lomas, Roanoke Boy, Hands Twice and Pride and Passion. He's beaten for speed. He's running about 7th or 8th on the inside. Latin Poet, Clickety getting back in the field with warning issued. Latin Quarters well back. Corregidor is near last as they settle down, and then Mighty Content. 750 metres left to go. Specializes burnt them off and he's crossed over onto the rails. Cottis will give him a little bit of a breather now. Specialised 2 lengths in front of Sir Tat, followed by Pride and Passion, who's railing through beautifully. He's gone right up along the inside to be third. Kingston Stages off the track. Rancho's Coup Harvey Ladd next, then Hands Twice. It's My Sinners on the inside. Latin Quarter starting to go forward. Then Roanoke Boy and Clickety. Mighty Content is very deep on the home turn, heading for the judge. It's Specialised in front, 300 metres to go. Pride and Passion angling for a run on the inside, and he's getting it. Sir Tat to third. Roanoke Boy, Harvey Ladd down the outside. Clickety running on. Specialised forward on. Specialised is just in front. They're swamping him close to home. Corregidor got a split in the middle. Dive through. Hit the lead and he's got up to win it. Corregidor first. Clickety out wide. Might get second. Roanoke Boy, Rancho's Coup and Specialised in a photo for third. Then Pride and Passion. The next one home then was Latin Poet. It's My Sin, Harvey Ladd. Latin Quarter, Lomas. Well back Kingston Stage. Warning issued Sir Tat and Mighty Content.
Winner there, number 5, Corregidor, to pay 27 even and 620. Tight the minors, we have 13, Clickety at 640. Number 8, Roanoke Boy at $4.60. Also there was 3, Rancho's Coup at 170.
Set Perth.
Okay, number 5, Corregidor in Brisbane, 26.10, 6 even. 13, Clickety to return at 5.40. Photo third off Perth.
Slow to leave, Special Connection, Satan.
Racing, good even line away. Celepic bounced a half length in front of Great Trip, who's up attacking it. Third was Star Joe, followed by, in the middle came Speedy Groucho, and it's a real charge at the end of 100. Speedy Groucho gets a neck in front. Spy Cracker on the outside. Star Joe is third, followed by Authoritarian on the inside of Great Trip. A length further back to Tierset, followed by Celepic, who lost its posse. Purist second last, and 3 lengths away last of all was Sober. Again, 800 metres out. The inside running for Star Joe. Gets a length in front. Over second, Speedy Groucho. Third, the outside was Spy Cracker, followed by Authoritarian, Great Trip. 2 to Celepic. Tierset under pressure on the inside, followed by Purist second last. At a length and a half last of all was Sober again. Around the home turn, Star Joe raced away. Troy Phillips goes for home on Star Joe, and it raced about 2 lengths in front. Authoritarian works to second. Great Trip third, followed by Celepic. Now Tierset bullicing into the clear. On the outside of runners came Sober again, but inside the 200, Star Joe is in front. Celepic on the outside. Tierset followed by Great Trip, but Celepic raced to the front. Celepic is in front. Purist works to second, but Celepic is racing clear from Purist and Celepic. Celepic has beaten Purist. Purist tightened up Great Trip over the last 50 metres. Great Trip for third in front of Tierset, followed by Star Joe, who knocked up. On the outside, Sober again. Authoritarian didn't run on from Spy Cracker, and last of all was Speedy Groucho.
Super Tab there, number 5. Celepic to return 16.20 and 2.60. 3 Purist to pay 1.50. 8 Great Trip $2.80. Daily Double on 9 and 5 to return $213.
Rose Common.
Set at Tarragon.
And by the Wings, Glass and Glazing, trained by Neil Campton, ridden by Kevin Forrester after race 6 at Rose Hill.
At the barrier at the coast.
Okay, we'll go to the Gold Coast soon. Race number 6, Brisbane. We need... Off they go.
Here's Melbourne.
Correct weight, Gold Coast, 634.
First to go, It's a Miracle. Skeops away quickly, and on the outside, Dance Away going forward. With it is Wolf as they settle. Wider out, Ribbons Rouge, and over and under, Esplade. Mad Desire on the inside. There's Keen racing up front here. Further back, Bullion Lady. Apollo Lane back in front of it. Comes Barter Mist with Experetta, and last of all is Sculptor down to the 1,000-metre mark. And Esplade now takes over, leads a length and a half. Skeops around and over from the north. One to Dance Away behind it. Wolf a length and a half. Ribbons Rouge. It's a Miracle on the inside. 3 parts to Mad Desire. 2.5 Bullion Lady back with Barter Mist. Well back Experetta, Apollo Lane and Sculpted at the tail. On the turn, 600 metres out. And the grey mare Esplade in front here by 2 lengths. Second placing Skeops from the north in the box seat over on the inside. Then coming around the Wolf in front of it around and over. Ribbons Rouge is tracking wide. Then comes It's a Miracle, and further back from the north as they swing at the head of the others would have been Mad Desire. 400 metres out, Esplade joined by Skeops. Dance Away over on the outside. Getting up on the rails is from the north. Deeper out on the track comes Mad Desire, Ribbons Rouge, and then It's a Miracle. Esplade, Skeops on the outside. Dance Away, the widest runner, Mad Desire from the north on the inside. A 5 across the track. Mad Desire on the outside takes a narrow lead from the north, and Esplade, it's Mad Desire just in front. Esplade from the north on the inside. Mad Desire in front near home, and Mad Desire gets in, comes away on the line, scores nearly a length. 2 from the north, Esplade and Dance Away, and deeper out Wolf. Then came It's a Miracle. Behind it, Experetta, Skeops, Bullion Lady, Apollo Lane, Ribbons Rouge compounded in the straight from Sculpted, and Barter Mist last over the line was around and over.
Winner there, number 15, Mad Desire, $62.80 and $15.50. Number 6, second from the north, $3.50. 7 Esplade to pay $6.60.
15 Mad Desire to pay $56 and $13. Number 6 from the north to return a place dividend $3.60, and 7 Esplade $5.20. Let's update the next on the program in Brisbane. Ipswich, race 6, first leg of the double. 1 a Jackie.
Racing this time, Foreman Ali hesitated near the inside, missed it a length or so. JCO actually beat them out. Atmosphere going quickly. Zooton fast away, straight to third. Byrne returned to fourth on the outside, but his Deep Glint of Heart is next, then Voltaine. Voltaine trying to track up behind JCO. He's running 7th on the inside. Sister Teresa and the Swami is next, followed then by Metal Dust on the inside of Quick Whiskey. Pip Smith is drifting well back in the field with High Commander, and Foreman Ali is last of all. They head into the first bend. 800 metres left to go, and they're taking on the favourite now. Atmosphere moved up. He's 1 off the fence. Burn Return moved up. He's 2 off the fence. JCO is still there. Third over on the inside, followed by Zooton. Voltaine is next on the rails, then Glint of Heart. Sister Teresa in the centre, then Celasta, who's niggled at. Metal Dust is next on the inside of Quick Whiskey, then Pip Smith, the Swami, Foreman Ali, and High Commander. Up towards the home turn, 450 metres left to go, and JCO is accelerating beautifully. He's gone right up along the inside to join Atmosphere again. Zooton is third on the outside, followed by Voltaine, then Sister Teresa and Pip Smith. He goes full bore on JCO. He's struggling a little bit. Zooton got the better of him. Sister Teresa is chiming in on the outside. She swept past them. It's Sister Teresa going clear with 100 metres to go, and she's all set to score. Sister Teresa first, Zooton second, tight third, Foreman Ali just in front of Voltaine, followed him by Quick Whiskey, and then Metal Dust and Pip Smith. JCO was disappointing in the straight, then Atmosphere. For the back, High Commander, Glint of Heart, then the Swami, Celasta, and Burn Return.
Winner there, number 8, Sister Teresa to pay $13.70 and $3.80. Number 13, Zooton to pay $4. It's tight third. 12, Voltaine at $2, and 5, Foreman Ali at $3.80.
On the Super Tab, just jump Perth, 8 Sister Teresa there in Brisbane to pay $15.20, $3.80. Number 13 for second, Zooton to pay $5.30, check third.
Stable mate is 5.
They're racing a good even line away with the exception of our Mr. Kinman, who jibbed and missed it by a length and a half. Muzak was fastest into stride, gets the neck in front of Classic King, who holds the rails. Santo the middle, followed by Nothing, who's working up on the outside. King Midas settles off the speed, followed by Ballatray on the outside of Sober Comet. A length and a half to Skyside second last, and two last of all was our Mr. Kinman. To the first turn, 1,600 metres out, and Muzak has raced away, and Matt Carl leads by 2 lengths on Muzak down the back. Second was Nothing. 3 lengths. Third was Classic King, followed by Santo, who's working up on the outside as they start to string out. 2 further back, Sober Comet travelling on the inside, followed by King Midas and Ballatray whipping around them 3 wide. 2.5 away to Skyside. The favourite is second last, and now being passed by our Mr. Kinman. 1,200 metres out, and Muzak given a steadier now. Leads by 3 lengths over Nothing. Second, Ballatray sustains. The runner is working up on the outside of Nothing, and 2 lengths to Santo, who's covering Classic King on the inside. A length and a half back to King Midas around Sober Comet, followed second last by our Mr. Kinman, and still a half length away last of all to Skyside. Some 12 away from the pacemaker Muzak. Down the side of the track, 800 out. Muzak 2.5 lengths in front over Nothing second. Third placing was Ballatray, and 2 to Classic King, followed by Santo. King Midas working around it, and a gap of a length and a half away. 2 on the inside was Skyside from our Mr. Kinman and Sober Comet. 600 out, and Muzak's gone further ahead. Muzak's raced about 5 in front of Nothing second. Third was on the outside King Midas, followed by our Mr. Kinman. Skyside is slowly warming up, but would need to, followed by Santo, Ballatray, Sober Comet and Classic King. Into the straight, Muzak's gone right to the outside. Leads by a length over our Mr. Kinman. Skyside gets the run through, followed by Santo. They're all over the ship. In the middle, Skyside ranged up, takes the front from our Mr. Kinman. Santo on the inside. Skyside, our Mr. Kinman and Santo. Skyside puts its head in front. Santo kicks back. Our Mr. Kinman the outside, a great war. Our Mr. Kinman the outside, a photo. Our Mr. Kinman or Skyside was Santo, a great 3-horse duel. Behind those next was Sober Comet, followed by King Midas and Nothing from Muzak, who knocked up Classic King, and last of all was Ballatray.
Correct weight, Queanbeyan, 9. Our Mr. Kinman, if it gets at Sydney, 561.90. 2 Skyside, 271.70. 3 Santo, 410.140. 3-way go.
180. Skyside, Larry Cassidy in the middle at 140. They fanned. And our Mr. Kinman was near the rear with Skyside, and Santo on the closer to the inside. But they've made a beeline to the outside fence. Our Mr. Kinman just in front. It's a great 3-horse duel. Santo has got the head down with Skyside in the middle. Actually, Skyside's put its head down right on the line. It is a very close go. Skyside number 2, Larry Cassidy, 280 and 140. 9 our Mr. Kinman, Kevin Forrester, 460 and 180. And Don't Dismiss 3, Santo, 420 and 170. Here's the number. Number 9's got it. 9 our Mr. Kinman, Kevin Forrester. Our Mr. Kinman, number 9, K. Forrester first. 2 Skyside, Larry Cassidy second. 3 Santo, John Powell third. 9, 2, 3. 4th to 8 Sober Comet. 5th to 1 King Midas. Our Mr. Kinman first. A 4-year-old brown gelding, Revocious, Miss Perd. Trained by Steve Engelbrett at Warwick Farm, ridden by Kevin Forrester. A great go to the line. 2 Skyside, Larry Cassidy, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding, Sky Chase, 4-side Gay Waterhouse, and 3 Santo, John Powell, a 5-year-old grey gelding, Rubiton Grey Condor, Darren Smith, Broadmeadow. 9, 2 and 3. We'll have more Sydney.
Okay, Totes.
And they're just about set to go. Skidoo completing the line. Race 7 about to get underway. 1,600 metres. Standing well. They're off. Good start. Proud Advancer on the inside. The first to jump out with Kinder Girl, who began well. And out quickly Border Rain going fast. Eye of the Storm towards the outside. And they were followed closely by Mr. Smith. And Rancho's Vanity taking up a handy position, being followed by Elsie Elmar. Dropping in behind them is Pan Gary. A bit further back along the inside. Then More Action being passed by Nala Witness. And over on the outside, making up some ground there is Gold Action, being followed by Jugan Castle. Always Royal is second last. And tailing out to last is Top Agent. Eye of the Storm goes to the leader. Leads out by a length and a half in advance of Elsie Elmar second. They're followed closely by Rancho's Vanity on the inside of Pan Gary. A bit further back in the field, a Proud Advancer, followed by Mr. Smith on the outside. Back in behind them came Nala Witness. Further back in the field, moving forward into the picture is L.A. Chevelle. A length further back then Border Rain, and they were followed closely over on the outside by Gold Action. Further back in the field then over on the rails came Kinder Girl, being followed next by Skidoo, who's a long way off the lead. Always Royal is second last, and Top Agent is last of all. Rounding the home turn, 650 left to go. Eye Eye of the Storm looks to be travelling well by a half-length. Elsie Elma. Pangary on the outside coming to the picture there, followed by Rancho's Vanity. Further back to Proud Advancer, L.A. Chevelle looking for a runner, and More Action's a long way back, followed by Gold Time. Homeward bound at the 400-metre mark. Eye of the Storm travelling well. Elsie Elma now second, a length further back as Rancho's Vanity. Oh, this leader skipped away. It's out full of running, Eye of the Storm. A very good horse, this fellow. Finishing on second down the outside, L.A. Chevelle, followed by Elsie Elma. Eye of the Storm, a length and a half. L.A. Chevelle starting to close the gap a bit, followed by More Action running on. Eye of the Storm is the leader.